why the Vietnam War was a strategic disaster. They told America this war was necessary. They said it was about freedom. They promised victory. But what Vietnam ultimately delivered was something very different, a strategic disaster that reshaped how America saw power, war, and itself. In April 1975, as the final American helicopter lifted off from Saigon, the world watched something rare. Not a battlefield defeat, but a superpower quietly admitting it had failed. The Vietnam War didn't end with a surrender document, it ended with escape. And that moment exposed the truth. America never understood the war it was fighting. The conflict began with fear of communism spreading across Asia. Washington believed in the Domino Theory. If Vietnam fell, the rest of Southeast Asia would follow. On paper, it made sense. In reality, Vietnam was not a domino. It was a nation shaped by centuries of resistance to foreign rule. That was the first fatal mistake. American leaders saw Vietnam as a Cold War chessboard. Vietnamese people saw it as another foreign occupation. The U.S. entered the war believing superior firepower guaranteed victory: bombers, napalm, advanced technology. No enemy, they assumed, could withstand that. But Vietnam was not a conventional war. There were no clear front lines, no visible enemy formations. The jungle itself became the battlefield. American soldiers faced an invisible opponent, fighters who blended into villages by day and attacked by night. Every step could trigger a mine. Every road could be a trap. This constant uncertainty broke morale. Yet instead of adapting strategy, Washington doubled down on numbers. Victory was measured through body counts. The more enemies reported killed, the closer success supposedly was. But this war did not operate on numbers. For every fighter killed, 2 more emerged. Because this wasn't just a military conflict, it was an ideological and national struggle. Bombing campaigns intensified. Agent Orange poisoned land for generations. Villages were destroyed in the name of eliminating enemy support. But each destroyed home created something far more dangerous than an armed soldier: resentment. America believed it was crushing communism. Instead, it was fueling resistance. Meanwhile, a second battlefield opened, at home. For the first time, Americans watched war unfold nightly on television. Body bags, burning villages, young soldiers dying thousands of miles away. Official statements said progress was being made. The images told a different story. Public trust collapsed. Protests erupted. Questions grew louder. Why were American lives being sacrificed? For what outcome? Vietnam became the first war America lost in living rooms, not just jungles. Soldiers returned home not as heroes, but as reminders of a war no one could explain. And eventually, Washington faced reality. After nearly 2 decades, over 58,000 American lives lost, and millions of Vietnamese dead, the U.S. withdrew. South Vietnam collapsed shortly after. The very outcome the war was meant to prevent still happened. The Domino Theory failed, the strategy failed, and America learned a lesson written in blood. Military power means nothing without understanding the people you're fighting. Vietnam was not lost because America lacked strength. It was lost because America misread the war entirely. The enemy was never just in the jungle. It was in assumptions, arrogance, and refusal to adapt.